My guest for this interview is Susan Lanier. You might know her from The Hills Have Eyes, but she also has been in numerous television shows like Welcome Back, Carter, the original pilot for Three's Company. She starred in off-Broadway plays. She's also a blues musician and a writer. Okay, it's time to play Interview Roulette.
Okay. Oh,
Before we started this interview, you picked 5 numbers. I transposed the questions that correspond with those numbers, and the first number you picked was number 5. What was the most special handmade gift someone has ever given you?
My girlfriend Melanie gave me a cup. She's a ceramist, and I think that's what comes in my head right now. I love Melanie's work, and she's always gifting me her ceramics.
71. What do you think is totally inappropriate but is commonly seen in today's society?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is all the sexploitation that is on social media. I don't think it's appropriate. And I think that girls, because I consider myself a feminist, I worked with Gloria Steinem, that girls are selling their worth and thinking that their worth is coming from their sexuality, their blatant sexuality, and just selling themselves. I find that it's not a great. It's great to be sexy. I'm not saying that it's not, but that's it.
Well, let me ask you then a secondary question off that one. There are some that would say that they are taking the power back for themselves from men and making it a more feminist movement, I guess is the best way to say it. What do you say to that?
I think the way to achieve equality with men, if they're trying to take their power back from men, is to get a great education and a powerful job, and try to contribute to the world in a professional way, rather than trying to make an impact through your own, showing yourself, exposing yourself on the internet.
Fair enough.
Get an education and go out and demand the same salary that the man is getting, receiving, and stick up for your rights as an individually strong human being.
Okay. Number 81. If you could play one song of yours for a crowd of 1 million people, which would you choose and why?
Well, my most popular song that people usually gravitate to is On the Way to Woodstock. And it's fun. And I think I would probably play On the Way to Woodstock. It sticks out in my show. People get up and dance, and it captures my era, which by the way, I did want to say something about that. I am so grateful that I was born in my generation, in my era. I am not jealous in any way of the era that much younger people are being born into right now. So we had a great era.
I'm gonna tell you what, if I could swap my generation for yours, I would in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the luckiest thing that I feel about my life, is that I was born when I was, and that I got to live in that era. And I think that song sort of captures that.
Number 203. If you could choose one song to play every time you entered a room for the rest of your life, what would it be? So basically, what would your theme song or your entrance music be?
Well, I like song Cabaret. You're talking about the songs I've written, right?
No, just any song.
Oh, okay. Well, I love Leave Your Hat On. So I would enter a room doing Leave Your Hat On.
You sang that on Swamp Cabaret, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I love Randy Newman's You Can Leave Your Hat On. So
it's a great song.
Yeah.
It's one of those songs that is inherently sexy. It doesn't matter who's singing it. You could have your top tier musician singing it, or you could have somebody doing karaoke singing it, and that song is just inherently sexy.
Yeah, I've always loved that song. I love his version of it too.
And then you chose number 69. If your name was on one product, what would you want it to be? And it doesn't have to be a product that exists. If you could put a product into the marketplace yourself with your name on it, what would you want it to be?
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I can't even think of anything right now. I mean, maybe perfume. I love perfume. I just still love to wear perfume. I think it's cool if you have your own perfume. I'm very smell oriented, and so that's the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, I perhaps would like a theater named after me. That would be cool. Or a cabaret room, even a slummy dive room. The Susan Lanier Cabaret, let it be a sleazy dive. No,
just Lanier.
Lanier, yeah. So just I'm easy with that one. I mean, that's a hard question, actually. So.
All right, Susan, you are an amazing woman, from acting to TV or from stage to TV to film and music. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And I have loved being here and loved connecting with you and getting to know you as well.
When you join the Cult of Odd, you'll be opened up to a whole new level of consciousness. You'll know what's beyond the yellow brick road, what lurks on the dark side of the moon, and what creeps through the forests at night. You'll have a wealth of resources to pull from. A group of favored mentors and spiritual enforcers that will guide you to the path of Odd. You're our family, even if you don't know it yet. Once a member, you become one for life. Because if you leave the warmth and love of Odd, you're dead to us. Head to patreon.com/cult of Odd. It sees you and knows you want it. Embrace it today.